Hi, this is Richard with thedailyroto.com, and this is part two of our series on an overview of DraftKings, one of the top daily fantasy sports sites out there right now. If you missed it in part one, go back and take a look. And this is for beginners who have not played on DraftKings before. And we went over how to create an account, how to set a lineup, how to create a lineup, enter a contest, withdraw from a contest, etc. So in part two, we're going to continue and expand a little and go over some of the functionality of the website. So here you can see we're in the lobby, and from here we went over some of the things as well, but we're going to go in depth a little bit more on some of the details of the different functions of the site. So in the lobby section right now, we're going to scroll down, and here you can see you can go ahead and sort by sport. If you're wondering why there's blinking on the lobby, it's because every time it blinks, that's someone entering a contest. It's their way of telling you, hey, go ahead and enter before it fills up. So we're now looking at the NFL, and this is all contests, so you can scroll down and see all the contests. They have, thousands of contests. You go way down, and there's just it just keeps going and going and going. This is a big site. All right. So say you don't want to look at thousands of contests, okay? Well, they put the featured ones up front, so you can look at those, or you can just go to some of these tabs here and look as well. So let's click on guaranteed. All right, these are the guaranteed contests. That means that even if they don't fill up, they're going to run. So in the non-guaranteed contest, say there's a 100-person tournament for $20, okay, entry fee. If it doesn't fill up, then the contest doesn't run and you get your money back. On the guaranteed contests, even if they don't fill up, they're going to run. So this is where you would want to look for overlays and things like that, meaning look for a contest that is maybe not going to fill up, but yet it's still guaranteed to pay out a certain number of spots. So if that's the case, your odds of winning are increased. Now on a site this large, it doesn't happen that often, but it does happen, so keep your eye out. Um, so we're under the guaranteed tab right now, and you can see the guaranteed contests that are going on. They have multiple entry fees, multiple payout values. Their big one is the Millionaire Maker, which we all hope we win. But you go down and you can see entry fees. As much as 1,060, and there's 100 people in this tournament as a maximum. 5 is entered now. Okay, so you just keep going down, and you can look at all the different options and things like that for the contests. Now you can also sort by entries, and that's the number of entries that they have per contest. Sort it again, and you can also sort by entry fee. So if you're looking for guaranteed tournaments that are in the 25-cent leagues, here you go. You don't have to sit there and search forever to find the tournament you want. And these are all guaranteed, so that means that they're going to run whether they fill up or not. Qualifiers, these are tournaments that allow you, if you win, to gain entry into another contest. So this is a great way to start low. Here you can sit there and enter a 25-cent league, and the total prizes is $270, but it's for tickets. Tickets are where you can win entry into other tournaments. So going here, you can click on, let's go back to all just for example, and we'll go by total prizes. Okay, so like the 2.2 Millionaire Maker, this is their big deal. Okay, so you can click on the tournament, and it gives you information about it. Contest details, tells you the entries so far, the maximum entries, the entry fee, how much it's going to pay out. here's what they pay out, $1 million to the winner. Okay, we all want to win that. But it also tells you, you know, how many places it pays to. So it pays to 15,500. So you may say, okay, yeah, there's 92,000 people, but you know, even if you're in the 14,000 range, you're going to make some money off of it. So something to look at. You can look at the entries and see how many people have entered. You know, in a tournament this size, it's not really going to matter because there's going to be, like I said, thousands, 92,000 probably. All right. If you want to enter, you can draft your team. If you don't have a lineup, you click on draft team and it'll take you to the page where you can then enter the tournament. So we're going to go to the draft team here, and it loads up the lineup so you can actually draft your team, which we covered in the last video as well. And you can pick your players, then submit, and if you submit, then you've entered the tournament. So we're going to go back though to the lobby and go over some of the other aspects of the lobby. Total prizes, all these are clickable items. You can click here, and this is where you can see again the entrance if you want, the total payout. You can enter with a lineup that you already have made, or you can create a new lineup, and so that's how it goes with that. Or you can enter here and click on there and enter with a lineup you've already made or create a new lineup. So that's the guaranteed. We've talked about the qualifiers. Say you're interested in cash games. Cash games are the games where you have a better odds of winning because you're only playing against one person, or you're playing 50-50 contests where the top half of the field gets paid. So you double your money almost, minus the rakes, in these type of tournaments, and you can read all about this on our website. We have many articles on thedailyroto.com on why you should play cash games and 50-50s, head-to-heads, those type of things. So, but if you want to sort, you can sit there and sort, and here's, you know, all the 50-50 contests. You can sort it again by entry fee. You know, scroll down. You can just take your look. The ones in yellow are the ones that are going to be the guaranteed. The ones in white, if they don't fill up, then you get your money back. Leagues are tournaments basically, you know, but they can range from a certain number of players, but they aren't guaranteed. Well, some of them are, you know, but most of them aren't guaranteed. So you can look at that. Multipliers are a different type of contest as well. But basically, the whole thing is that you can sit there and sort by the game type you want. There's steps tournaments where you win placement into the next step event, and each time you win, you can gain more and more money, starting out with very little. Or you can buy into the event you want, but that's not going to be covered here as well. So beginners, now this is something that you'll be interested in because the beginner tournaments, you have to have played a certain number of less than a certain number of games and contests to be able to enter these. And the whole concept is that you're playing people who haven't played as much, so therefore your odds of winning hopefully will be better if you're good, but you're playing against other beginners. So the live is something new that they have added. And here you can actually look at some of the top tournaments that's going on right now and just take a look and see how people are doing. You can click on the player leagues or the players and see what their lineups are. If the games haven't started, then you know it won't show those as well. But this is kind of neat if you haven't entered into a big tournament but you want to watch and see what the results are. You can go there and watch the live events. So we'll go back to all, and of course you can filter. You know, NHL starts up this Thursday, and so they're posting their things. But if you're an NFL or NHL person, college football, PGA, and go through, and the tabs are the same. So we'll go now to the My Lineups tab, which we talked about this before. This is if you want to create a lineup but you haven't entered anything yet, then you can create a new lineup. Click here, click on the sport you want, click on the start time, depending on which games you want to play in, and go for it. Make your lineup. Go through the salary cap. Now, in this area, this is what I wanted to talk about a little bit more. In the create new lineup, and also anytime you enter a contest and you're going to be picking your players, the information here is very user friendly. Okay, you can click on different players and see what's going on. If there's an O next to it, that means they're out. If there's a P, it's probable. D to D is day to day. And so you'll have to, take the risk. Do you think this player is going to play? Then you might want to pick him if it's a good price and you think he's going to produce. But, it's all up to you. Do your research. Like I said, strategies for this is, know your players. So, but say you're interested in Aaron Rodgers, you wanted a little more information. You can click on his name, and it'll give you a little bio about him, what's going on now. You can look at the statistics from his last game, some recent player news, some talk around the league. You can go to the game log and see what he did last week. This is week 5, week 4, week 3, week 2, and see how many fantasy points, what he cost at that time. Look at the matchup and make your determinations, based on some of the information. The nice thing about DraftKings is they give you a lot of information here without having to go to the site or different research sites, sorry. And you can add the players. Also, you can click on the little notes as well, and it'll give you the same information there. All right, so we've gone through some of this. You can look at the different tabs. There's running backs, and of course you can sort by player name. You can sort by the opposing team, opposition's rank, fantasy points per game, and salary. The default is by salary, so you can see how much they cost, who's the highest price player going down, and then you can get all the information you want. And then there's tabs for all, defense, flex, tight ends, and a lot of this we covered in the first thing. So there again, this is a beginner's tutorial, so on creating a lineup. Another thing that I like, we'll go back to the lobby and say you want to enter a NFL contest. We'll go to NFL, and we'll go back to the Millionaire Maker. From this tab, you get a little bit different lineup type thing. So if you don't already have a lineup made that you've saved, go to create a new lineup. Otherwise, it takes you to this page here. Now, this is a little different than the create a lineup, because here it'll also give you the projected weather conditions for the game. So this is great because in different sports, this really means a lot more, especially like baseball, where you may have a canceled game or a delayed game or different things like that. And also, it matters because in basketball or baseball or hockey or whatever, you can click on the depth charts and they'll actually give you the starting lineup as long as they're posted. So you don't have to sit there and scramble through Twitter or different other sites looking for the lineups. They actually post them here, and you can see who's starting. Like I said, most of the time for football, you'll already know this, but oftentimes in other sports, you may not know until right before the game, and this is a good place. So if they have the starting lineups already put out, they'll have checks next to them. They're grayed out right now, but they'll have them uh, posted there as well. So you go back to My Lineups, and it'll show your lineups that you've created. If you want to join a contest, this is a nice thing, because if you've already made a lineup that you like and you want to go back and you haven't joined contests, you don't have to go through the lobby and sort. You can actually go through here. And what I like to do is sort by entry fee. I like the 25-cent contest. So here it allows me to go through, and I can sit there and, okay, I want to click on here. I want to put 4 entries into this contest. So I'll click there. I want to go down and enter, one of the daily dollar. It's a single entry league. You go down, and then, if you're low stakes or whatever, you don't want to spend a whole lot, then you can go down and enter one of the bigger contests, and it's only $2. So you scroll down to $2, and let's see here. There it is. $2, $100,000 tournament. Click on that or whatever, and then all you got to do is submit your entries, and then you can go ahead and you'll be entered into those contests. Another thing here that you can look at is the little icons. Okay, so here this is a winner take all. It's only a 3-person, but the winner gets everything. Second place, it gets nothing. We'll scroll up to the top. The D's are your double up payout structures, which you can read about on our website. Another plug, thedailyroto.com. The M stands for multi-entry tournaments, and it tells you the max entries as well for that particular tournament. So that means you can put more than one lineup into that contest. Let's go back up. The Q stands for a qualifier, meaning that you're going to win a ticket to some other event. So if you want to click here, you can see in first place gives you a $50 ticket to enter into another event. So it's basically a winner take all, and you don't get any cash, but you do get a ticket to another event. So that's something you may want to look at as well. So the Qs are the qualifiers, and then so it's kind of nice that they put those out there, and then they also define them if you hover your mouse over them as well. My contest, you can go there and see, any live contests upcoming. You can look at a history of your contest to see what you've won, see where you've placed. You can go back last 7 days, last 3 days, and sort them by that as well. Promotions, if you go to promotions, you can see their current promotions that they're going on, and click on them and get information about those tournaments that they're offering. So we'll go back. NHL starting, so they're starting a new tournament for the NHL for opening day, and if you're interested in any of those, of course the Millionaire Makers, their big one, they sold out. Completely filled the tournament week 1. They're offering it again in week 2, which is unheard of. $1 million first place going on 2 weeks in a row, and this isn't even their biggest tournament. So you can go down and look at the ones that you want and see what you want to enter. But basically, it gives you a lot of information. Up here to deposit, we didn't cover this last time. You click on deposit, and this is where you deposit your money, okay? And a lot of people are thinking, oh, I don't know about giving my credit card or whatever. Just use PayPal. Sign up for a PayPal if you don't already have it. Most people already do, and then you can go through PayPal, and they don't have your credit card number or anything like that. But these sites are legit. They're not going to scam you. I mean, they're backed by venture capitalists. They're not fly-by-night sites. So anyway, you can put other amount, deposit the amount you want, choose the type of payment you want, and it's very easy. It's done just like that. Go through here. These are alerts. It just tells you, what you won in the last contest, and you can look at the results if you want and see going on there. And then we looked at some of the options on, my account, refer a friend, and things like that. So Basically, that's how you play. This is an overview of the site, and we hope that if you decide to play, sign up. If you don't mind, if you like the video, then use one of the links on our website, thedailyroto.com. We'll put information here on top to go there, and we get a little bit of a commission if you sign up under us. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps support the site, and you also get the bonus that goes along with using our links, which can be substantial at times. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed the video and hope that you play on DraftKings. Thank you.